thank you so much. It has been a while that we've actually come on set. And that's why we want to say, please do forgive us, because there are a lot of ups and downs that we need to take care of. And actually, to tell you that we actually appreciate those that have been sending us email, actually sending us messages on our WhatsApp, and we want to say a very, very big thank you to you. We are back again. This is Face to Face. I'm not here alone. I'm here with my wonderful friend
Ojumaiwa, the Honorable. Once again, welcome to our program, Face to Face.
This is Face to Face, where we actually deal with a lot of current affair issues, things that you have not heard about, that so that we can send it to your phone right away. Please do this for us. Go to all our social platform and go to Trendy Africa NG, so that you can get everything at like your beck and call. Okay, actually, what brought us here today is the death of this wonderful monarch, I will call him, is the late Alaafin of Oyo, Lamidi Adeyemi, that actually passed away, so to say, early hours on Friday. But actually got the confirmation from one of his spokesman, Mr. Bode Durojai, that actually made us to confirm that this is not a fairy tale or just a rumor, it's just the real fact. And that's why we're going to deliberate on this issue, what really happened. We know the man has gone, but we're going to really deliberate on his ruling time and what has really happened during his time in this tenure. I'm not going to say this alone. I'm going to say this with my wonderful friend. Okay, Lamidi Adeyemi has actually passed away. Let us really look at his tenure when he was alive. What can we really say about his throne, his duration, or his tenure when he was in the position of that seat?
Well, my condolences go to the family of the late monarch.
Yes.
So because well, every one of us are destined to die.
Sure.
And I believe there is time, and the time for the monarch to go has come, because the last time I checked, he's still very more active, still very strong.
As of last week.
Exactly, you understand? So it's not a matter of you falling sick or maybe you are down before death can come knocking at the door.
You're right.
Understand? The person you see yesterday that you still exchange pleasantry, you even ate together, you can wake up in the morning and say, okay, the person is no more. So that's the same thing that happens to our late monarch as well. So far so good. During his term, we know that he's a man of the people, in respect of the fact that he has a lot of some little kind of issue right there and there about marrying a lot of wives, but that doesn't take the fact that he's not a good husband. He's a very good husband. He's a good father to both the children and the whole community as a whole. And so far so good, there have been peace and tranquility in the time of his reign. You understand? Right from the beginning to his very last day on earth. So, and there's never been any issue whereby he has any issue with any other monarch aside from the issue between him and Ooni of Ife, and later the whole thing was resolved, and it's not really to the extent of exchanging verbal words that ought not to be heard from great traditional rulers. So far so good. His reign has been peaceful, it has been great, and it has been a father to many people.
Okay, as Honorable have actually pointed out, his tenure when he was actually a king when he was alive. We're going to talk about a little bit of his ups and downs, so that Yoruba used to say, "Shiwaju ni teyin wo sare." That means that the us at the back use the one at the front as a leadership mode, let me say role, so to say. If I did not say it well, please forgive me on that aspect. Okay, let us go back to his down, and before we go to his ups. Okay, we know that Lamidi Adeyemi is a very good supporter of your friend called Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu.
Yeah.
And now we heard in so times that when let us go back to the lens of NSAS.
Yeah.
Okay, we know what really happened in NSAS issue, all right? But it was not really directed during that NSAS time. But we heard about something that happened at that period to him. That some people actually went to a palace to do a lot of things and all that, but not like all that. Let us go to his wife now. During his time on earth,
Yeah.
there's a lot of problem in the palace about wives.
Yeah.
Though he actually bought some cars for some of them, but how can you see talk about him as a good husband getting married to a lot of these wonderful, beautiful women? I don't want to call them ladies anyway.
Well, regarding that, we all know that in a royal house, let's even say a king, he can have as many oloris as possible. Even there's some family, immediately a king is installed, some family will bring in their daughter. So it's now left for the king to accept or not. And even sometimes, immediately a king enters into the palace, there are some wives of the late king that automatically he will inherit them. You understand? So we all know that kings are prone to have more than 1, 2, 3 wives. Understand? And aside that, everything about marriage or getting involved more than 1 or 2 wives is a choice.
Yes,
you
right.
It's a choice, because they see some king that they still have only 1 wife. You understand? So that's more or less is a choice. But left to him, his choice to have as many as more than 1 wife is his own choice, his own private life, which everybody as well does not have any moral justification to judge him. Either he did it right or wrong. But so far so good. Even some people will have 1 wife, they will still have issue. You understand? Everybody have his own under his own closet. You understand? But so far so good. Just the way I've said, there have never been any time whereby the queens came out to start exhibiting some things that ought not to be heard. You understand? But instead of that, the king know how to bring the wives down, so that there will not be any public scandal or whatever.
Okay, actually, I know that Oba Lamidi, late King Lamidi Adeyemi, actually has been in the picture for a lot of wrong and right reasons. I want to bring the political aspect there, because from the record we gathered before he died, he was treated at Babalolu University Teaching Hospital at Adoikiti before he actually passed on. We are going to bring his political issue here. We remember there was a time when Sunday Igboho was having this agitation about Yoruba nation. We see that our late Oba Lamidi Adeyemi was at this, let me say, at the middle of that fight.
Yeah.
Never there, never here. That is the issue. You know, Yoruba, you just say, I go, one late come back, thank you for my Yoruba knowledgeable person. Okay, and it was just like that, so that you will not be totally involved, so that if anything happens, you will not be called to book on that issue. Okay, let us bring this political aspect here. What do you think as a role model, so that the other kings, like Oba of Ife, of Iwo, as example, will look at in the life of late Oba Lamidi Adeyemi when he was alive?
Well, actually, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi is a good diplomatic man. Late, so to say, late. So, he's a diplomatic man. He knows when to talk and when not to talk. He knows when to dialogue and when to come as a kind of a peacemaker. Yeah. Understand? So far so good. He has is very knowledgeable and very versatile. He knows when to come in, when to speak, and when not to speak. So any king, or like the Olu of Iwo as well, you know, that one, the king is another. That one is another story for another day. But I believe that he ought to be able to look at him as a guide to really to be a good king to come. You understand? So any other king that wants to come into the step, because so by this morning now, I believe before before the end of today or Sunday, the royal king in Oyo now, they are bringing out their delegates. So, in respect of any person that is going to be as a delegate, that is going to be the upcoming king, to make sure that you follow a good legacy that late Lamidi Adeyemi as well has put in place, so that the peace that we have known Oyo for will continue.
Okay, as we're going to round up right now, his soul rests in perfect peace. And we heard and we know that the governor of Oyo State, Sheyi Makinde, actually visited the house of late Lamidi Adeyemi to actually give him the condolence in that respect. And we know that that place will be flooded with a lot of caliber of dignitaries to actually show that. Unfortunately, it was just almost like the eve of when our bride president have to go to Oyo State. This actually really happened. But we are not talking about that now. We are talking about the late Lamidi Adeyemi. We want to say that let it so perfect as I've said. We hope that the family will take so hard to actually put him to rest. Whatever is going to happen after this, the Oyo State should do the right thing, not politically. They should do the right thing so that the person that will come in the step to fill in that gap will be somebody that will have the most higher dignitaries or ability to actually make that state, Oyo State, a peaceful state as we have known it. Try to go to our social media. Go and type at Trendy Africa NG. You see all our videos there. Try to like, share, and all that. And you know, all this is going to do and tell us that we are doing a very wonderful job here. We are going to see in the next episode. My name still remains Adeniji Dara. I'm here with my wonderful friend
Ojumawa.
In the house of late Lamidi Adeyemi, we'll say bye bye.